What's up, everybody? The sun's going down. We're going fishing. Stick around and find out what we're doing today. Hey guys, before this video starts, please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications of when I upload new videos, as it's the easiest way to support my channel. Thanks guys, enjoy the video. Alright you guys, welcome back. Today the sun's going down. It is currently, let's take a look, 5:56 p.m. right now. And the sun is scheduled to go down here in central Indiana at 6:44. So we got just under an hour. So we're going fishing. We're going to see how many fish we can catch before the sun goes down. So what are we doing? What are we taking with us? Let's start right over here. Actually, ignore this whole bait wall, funny enough. So I've actually been working my butt off recently. And so first off, we're going to pick our rod and reel. We're going to go with right here, going with the new casting combo, a little bit heavier, but there's a reason why. And we're also, I think, going to grab our loose spinning combo as well. But we are going to need to cut this lure off of here. Just go ahead and do that real quick. We're going to cut this. We were trying a Tokyo rig earlier, or I guess they call it bonsai rig. We'll talk about that later. So we're going to go over here. We're going to grab a jerk bait. We have an excellent jerk bait. This is the Yo-Zuri 3DB. I'm going to cut off the old line that's on here real quick. Get in there to cut it. There we go. Let's go ahead and tie this on. So we're going to be fishing some jerk baits. We're going to be fishing some crankbaits. We're going to be fishing all sorts of fun stuff today. Today is not focused on any specific lure. It is focused on catching fish, and I will show you why that is in just one moment. Let's get this tied on. So yes, we're going to take this combo, and then we're going to take our red loose mock crush spinning combo as well. In case you have something a little bit lighter. I just hooked myself. Okay. Down my knot. There we go. All right, let's hook this down and up. Hooked in, ready to go. Tighten that up. Okay, so speaking of some fishing and fishing lures, so we've got our casting combo. We've got our spinning combo we're going to take out with us as well. We're going to take two things. We got a crankbait on that and jerkbait on the casting combo. We're going to come over here, ignore this mess. Up top, we have two tackle boxes. We're going to take the one that's on the right, you guys, that no one has ever seen before. So this is my brand new tackle box. I got this for Christmas. I've been loading it out completely. And today, we're going to finally, for the first time, actually get to fish with it. So, what's all in it? So, up top here, so we have top tray up here we haven't touched yet. Top compartment right here, we've got some plastics and stuff. Bonsai rigs, we want those, probably won't. Scissors are in here. Let's see a real quick run through of it. Over here, this compartment leads down into there. I don't even think we're going to take spinner baits with us today. We might. Down this little tray, we've got a box of terminal tackle. And we've got a box of some just kind of swim baits, swim trailers. I'm not going to use those a ton just for, we're going to fish other things today. And then most important we've got, so over here in this middle, we got 4 trays. We have top water up top. We have some trailers in here if we're throwing like a chatterbait or something. We have swim baits in here, a ton of awesome swim baits in here. And then on the bottom is our deeper diving stuff. It is and this one's always for some reason a little hard to get out. Crankbaits and jerk baits. So that is what we are taking with us. So let's get everything together. The only thing I'm going to throw in real quick is I'm going to toss right up in this little compartment. So we've got scissors, I guess everything else inside. So we're all good to go. I will see you guys out on the water. All right, you guys, we're out here officially on the water. Our jerk bait tied on, the sun is setting. Plans, we're going to set up a little home base here. Tackle box, extra rod if we need it. And we're just going to start fishing. Only problem with the jerkbait per usual, in this pond is going to be the grass. We're going to catch a lot of this today on these big treble hooks swimming deep through the water. And that's a-okay. So I'm not going to cut or edit this video. This is going to just be one continuous video again. I like doing that style because I was like, if I could cut this down to like a 8-minute video and show you the 1 or 2 fish I catch today, but that's not quite as realistic as what fishing is here. And so you guys get to fish along with me. We're going to catch a ton of grass. We're probably not going to throw jerkbait for very long here. We're going to switch this up probably pretty quickly to something else. Just because if I don't, this is all we're going to do in this video is pick grass off a lure. So yeah, nope. Okay, so we're going to switch plans here. I was going to tie on a snap, funny enough, because I finally got some snaps that aren't like the swivel ones, because I got tired of the swivel ones. But I don't want to throw a snap on, because I think I'm going to tie on a crankbait. Not crankbait, geez. I'm going to tie a chatterbait on. So yeah, we're switching early, just because if I don't, I know that's all I'm going to do today, is sit here. Oh, my camera's not even on fully. There we go. Alright, just gonna pop this down, this over, lay that flat, open up our box. Oh, get our scissors out from down in there. Lord, if I can. Get that off. Pull out our crankbait box. Pop that down in. Try to get everything away here properly. Pull out our swim baits. Figure out a good swim bait. I'm thinking chatter, but I might actually. I've had a lot of good luck on these. Grab a nice cleaner one right here though. And then that's where we're gonna roll for now. Just for fun. Let's grab a snap out real quick. Got one of our snaps. Down our terminal tackle box. Oh, squat down like this hurts my ankles anymore. I'm getting old. Alright, tie this on real quick. Okay. Right into our line. There we go. Snap's tied on. Where the scissors go. Cut our tag end. Down there. Scissors go back. These snaps are so hard to move. Grab some pliers. That open. Keep that on. That closed. There we go. We're all tied on with our swim bait. Let's go fishing. Boy, I am not a NASCAR pit crew by any means, that's for sure. I do not work quickly by any means, but got a swim bait on, got no wind, we got fish out in the water, and that's the key today. Grass got me. Show it up on the front of that snap. Try and pop some of that grass off before it gets up here to me. If not, I'll just pick it off. Cast away out there, let it sink. So this is a 3/4 ounce swim bait. H2OX, the Academy brand. I love this one. It's one of my favorites. Trying to get her up out of the grass. The only issue with these things, man, this one catches a lot of grass, but good news, it normally pulls it right off pretty quickly, so. Man, tired of grass already. It's alright. I know this one catches a ton of fish, so I haven't had much luck ever on jerkbaits or crankbaits in this pond. Probably just because there's so much grass. All I do is catch grass before I even have a chance to present it to a fish. So I've always had better luck on moving baits. That's what we're going to stick with today. I'm not saying those are moving baits, but you know what I mean. Or like this. Treble hooks just don't do well in this pond overall. Grass. All right. I'll swim along this edge right here at a faster pace. It feels like I've got grass on it already. Try and pop that grass off. There's just so much grass down in this pond, and I wish there wasn't. I wish they would treat it a little bit to reduce some of the weeds that are in it, that don't need to be in it. Okay. Picking grass off it per usual. Of course, when I drive home, it was nice and sunny, and as soon as I get home to fish, it gets all cloudy again. Who'd have thunk it? Who would have imagined that would have happened, huh? Okay, we're just gonna leave our stuff here, minus our pliers. Grab those to take with us. We're gonna walk just a hair. We're gonna leave the rest of our stuff here. I'm just gonna walk down a little bit. That's what's nice, was we're gonna have that little home base, so we can kind of work each direction a little bit without having to move all of our stuff. Okay. Down into here a bit. Trying to pop it up out of that grass if I can. I feel like I want to pull it up and get rid of it. Here we go. Oh, I missed that one. I felt that fish nibble on me. I did actually feel a fish on that one. I'm kind of freaking mad. If anybody will figure out my videos, I like my swim baits a lot. It's my favorite. I like just casting and reeling. It's fun. I understand the point of craws and stuff like that. Texas rigs and everything else, and jigging and all that, and I'm learning to love it, but I don't love it yet. It's just not fun for me. There's a fish. Oh, he came right off. Oh. Throw right back there. Going right back at him. He's still hungry over there. Say, I know when I'm setting a hook on a fish versus grass, one, because of the feeling, but two, you hear the drag scream just a little bit. I keep my drag lower, which, I mean, that doesn't cause it to miss the fish. Obviously, it's not so low that I'm losing line, but I can't set my hook. I don't want to keep it tightened all the way down 100% of the time, so it just tears it up. Pick some of this grass off the top real quick. We just have a ton on it. On our snap and everything else. It's on that fish. I had him for a second. I lost it. Again. Clumps and clumps of grass. Here's my thing. I'd rather set hooks on grass, even though I'm pretty sure it's grass, than not set a hook and it be a fish and miss the fish. You know what I mean? Or it looks stupid set hooks on grass, than not set the hook on a small fish that barely nibbles at you and barely takes it and miss the fish. So some of you guys are probably gonna be like, "Oh, why do you always set hooks on grass?" And that, that's fine. But if I feel anything nudge on my line, where it feels any sort of take of anything, where it feels a little zippy, if that makes sense, where it's not just like one long pull, it's like a nice quick, take and go, where grass can do that sometimes, I'm gonna set the hook. And nice thing about it is guess what I get to do? If it's not a fish, I get to reel it in, cast it back out, and swim it right back. So that's why I do it the way I do it. I'd rather look stupid but not miss fish than not look stupid and then look stupid missing fish. So either way you're gonna look stupid, but I don't want to miss fish. So See what I mean? Feels like grass. I'm gonna set the hook and pressure it like it's a fish. And if it's not, pick my grass off, reel it up, cast my lure right back out. But at least I know I didn't miss fish. Throwing right back on the same spot, see if anyone was sitting right there waiting for it again. So I don't remember who I heard that theory from though on setting the hook every time you feel a nudge versus not. I heard it from, it was someone, but when I heard it I liked it. I feel like it's a good concept. So, and guess what, everyone's got different fishing ideas. That's fine. You don't have to fish the way I do, and I don't have to fish the way you do. We'll all fish, we'll all catch something, hopefully, and have a good afternoon. Work back over into here. Funny enough, I don't even think we're going to use that spinning combo today. I know I brought it. I don't think we're going to use it. I think we're just going to end up being on the casting combo all evening. Someone's got to be hungry for dinner, bro. Someone's got to be hungry for some dinner out here. Just a few more minutes, then I'm going to switch up again. I'm probably going to move too in a moment. Probably going to throw my spinning combo up on the deck, up on the patio, and then take my box with me over to the other sides of this pond. I'm gonna start freaking hammering them right here, which I highly doubt. Man, it's just real chuck. Right down one on the brakes. Sometimes you just have to cast back to the same spots. You never know if they're just sitting there hiding or not. Sometimes they are. But most of the time they're not. I can't wait for summer, guys. We're going to hammer some fish around here for you. We're going to go out creek fishing. We're going to hammer fish out of this pond and all the other ones that I just don't have time to go to right now. Because I get home and I don't want to spend 15 minutes walking to one of them and then 15 minutes back and only get 10 minutes fishing there because it's going to be dark. So, yeah. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Set this up. going to take the spinning combo up to the deck, put it away, and then I'm going to meet you guys right over there. All right, you guys, we're moved around a bit. We're going to fish over here. We're going to keep throwing this little swim bait for a while. See how it pans out. Because I've had plenty of success with it, so I know it works. I just want to change my angle. Whew. Box is heavy. Probably 20-25 pounds in that box, for being honest. It's a little heavy. Ooh. You guys didn't see it because I think my camera's faced the wrong way. But I pulled through and something swam from right to left. So there's stuff sitting right over here. So right there. Right along this way. There's going to be some fish over here, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Alright. Duck just landed over there. There's got to be something around here, guys. It's fish eating time right now. Well, not meat and fish. It's time for the fish to eat. Right? That's what it is. I really got out there in the middle of the pond. Oh, we've got the Canadian Air Force flying overhead again. There they go. I wish you guys could have seen this place this fall in early winter when all the geese are moving southward and they needed a place to stay for a week. Is that fish? That is fish. Oh, it was. Came off. Missed another one. Fudge. Just throw right in here. Throw them back. Man, this place was loaded. I mean, there'd be a few hundred geese out here. It was ridiculous. It was awful. I think that bug, so all this moss is starting to pop up again that wasn't supposed to be here anymore. Oh, there's a muskrat right there that was peeked up. See that? Right there. There's a muskrat peeked up. Watch him go underneath. That's so funny. Wonder if my camera caught that or not. I don't know if I had a wide enough angle to see that one or not. Or if the angle's so wide that it doesn't focus in enough that you just missed it anyways. I don't know. It's funny the wildlife you'll see out here. Alright. That's a little ridiculous out there. Oh. Good lord. All this grass. Okay, I'm getting ready to switch swim baits. I don't want to throw a chatterbait yet, because if I throw a chatterbait, I'm going to cut my snap. Obviously. I'm getting ready to switch swim baits, I think, to a call shad. Those a few more times. Then we'll run over, grab the box, bring it over just because we're moving a bit. And then we're going to throw a coal shad because I've caught some fish on coal shads out here. It's about time to switch up lures, I think. We haven't had any. Yep. Alright. Throw this down real quick. Go grab the box. Box just right over here. 50 foot. The box, a couple of cool stickers on the back already. I'm going to be collecting some dope stickers, put on this box, and deck it out real nice. So yeah. So far I've got my Nothing Fancy sticker and my Rocket City Trash Pandas. They're a minor league baseball team. They're pretty, just a fun name. So right here, trying to find a place where there's no goose poop. I want to tear this thing up this early. All right, let's open our box. Some baits out. Okay. Maybe we're gonna throw that big coal shad, or actually, let's go. Better idea. We're gonna go on that Megabass. That'll go on the Dark Sleeper from Megabass, I think. And we're gonna start there. Alright, so I'm gonna get everything hooked up and I will see you guys in just 1 second. Alright, you guys, we got it all tied on. The Dark Sleeper from Megabass. We're just gonna throw it on here. It's a little light for this rod. It's just way at the bottom end for the rod. But I think it'll be alright. Click our weight up just a bit, make sure we can slow that spool down. Doesn't get going too fast on us out here today. This thing feels like it's wanting to backlash just a little bit. There we go. Oh, hang on. I gotta fix something on my phone real quick. Can't get anything to load here, it's getting annoying. There we go. Try to see if I could throw it out and do it left-handed while I fix this. I'm trying to get my phone fixed here. This website's acting up, I need. Check that in a second. Okay. I almost wonder if I should have brought a some sort of a spinnerbait with me. I haven't thrown spinners in a while. I don't really throw them all as much as I should, I feel like. I do like a good spinnerbait though. Kind of tossing it right out there. Let it make a big splash. Not really getting much out of it. Look down a little bit from here. All right. I'll throw it down in here for a little bit. See, funny enough, just because of the size, I feel like a bluegill or I feel like a bluegill will probably go after this too. I'll pull this out and show you in a second. I know I did a episode of lure reviews on it, so if you want to see it, go check that out. I don't remember which one it is, sadly, but here's the little Megabass Dark Sleeper. Plastic stick. If you're wondering where the hook is, hook sits up in here behind this dorsal fin. It just protects it and makes it a little more weedless, so that hook doesn't just snag stuff as it swims through, because it allows this to kind of be fished lower in the water column and not snag as much, which is very nice. Ooh, I felt some nibbles in there. Fishing before sunset, eh? Supposed to get home after a long day at work. Grab your fishing pole, go out, catch a couple fish. Man, I set the hook on that thing. It shot out. Must have been grass. Come home, catch a couple fish, enjoy your afternoon, or your evening, and nope, no fish. That's gonna change soon, hopefully. Yep, hopefully they start getting up into their beds, do a little bed fishing. I like bed fishing. See people like, oh, that's cheap. Well, you know, part of fishing. It's a time of year. Sit up on the beds. If you want to catch fish, that's how you gotta fish. Alright, we're very close to a chatterbait, I think. We're very close to just throwing the chatterbait out there. Well, see, I just saw some movement over there. Over in this corner. A little further into the left. Slow down our speed just a little bit, maybe. See if that helps. Oh. A little bit too far to the left. Whoops. That is horrendous. Move down here just a hair. Alright. Go over in this little corner. That was a nudge. There's something in there. I just don't know what. So I was almost sitting still with it. Slowing it down a bit since it's such a small little bait. Grass on me right now. Pull off. This water is just glass right now. I mean, it is just absolutely. Look at that. It's just glass. Reflections in it are really pretty. We've had some bites tonight. We haven't gotten any full commits where I've been able to set a good hook. A few more casts and we're probably going to switch location and lure. I think we're going to switch all of it at once and just get it over with. Go to the chatterbait. Kind of, that's the one I go to when I'm having a rough evening if I'm not getting anything. Some people throw a Texas rig, some people throw a wacky rig. Right now I just want to throw a nice chatterbait, which I know is going to work. Now I may switch up and throw it with a craw trailer instead of a fluke trailer for fun, because I have some nice trailers in there that might do me well. Alright, last cast on the Megabass. Alright. Well guys, I'm going to go ahead and flip lures around. I know you guys don't want to watch that. And then I'm going to walk over to the last side of this triangular pond. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright guys, feels like 10 minutes later we're tied on. Good lord, I'm slow. We got a nice craw trailer on our Pearl normal chatterbait. I think it's a 3/8 ounce plus the trailer. So we've got a little bit of weight out there. And we're just going to chuck a chatterbait and wind. Hopefully catch a few fish on this real quick, because it is getting dark. We're going until it's too dark to see that, for sure. I ain't gonna be able to fish next couple days. So tonight is fish, and then fish, and then once I'm done fishing, we're gonna fish a little more. There we go. Let this grass real fast. Nice thing about chatterbait is you can tell when something's on, because when you pull it, it doesn't vibrate. That's how you know something's on. Obviously that will get the bite, but the lack of vibration really helps. And it helps, you know, if you're covering grass, you can just kind of wind in real quick or give it a little tug and try and see if it'll loosen up. I think it looks good in there. I'll loosen back down just a little bit, let it fly a little further since we've got heavier weight on. I don't really ever mess with so this is a good one to talk about, and I may do an episode on this, on adjusting a bait caster per lure. I don't really ever adjust my spool tension knob. That's pretty much, I mean, unless I'm going from like really, really light, like if I was going from like that little dark sleeper I had to throwing a coal shed right after, I have to adjust my tension knob a bit. But I mean, other than that, I mean, I'm just kind of staying around within a ½ ounce of myself overall. I'm not touching that tension knob. The only thing I'm messing with is my brakes. All I'm doing is giving it normally just a click or two at most, just either direction, just to tighten or loosen them up a bit. Nope. So, and that's how I adjust. I'll end up doing probably a whole episode on that. Oh. Right through the grass. That thing looks pretty good on there. Nice little bit of flipping around from that tail. This out here a bit. Yeah, there is not any sort of sign of fish life out there. Oh, there is fish life right there. You guys saw that. That was probably one of the carp, just because of how much commotion it made. We've got, like I said, a couple carp out here I've talked about in other videos that I know hang out here and get some work in. I am loaded up on grass. Yep, look at that. Oh my. Talk about some grass, ladies and gentlemen. That's a lot of grass. Trying to be cautious here. I'd also be intrigued to see if there's a difference in fish catching where when you throw a craw on the back of a chatterbait with versus without the skirt. Where you don't throw a skirt on if you're throwing a craw, but you throw a skirt on if you're throwing like a fluke or something like that. If that would, you know what I mean? Because maybe there's so much going on with a craw and the skirt. That's fish like, no, it's not natural looking. I understand they don't, they're not like the smartest thing in the world, but at the same time, they're going to know what they eat and what they don't. So I would just be intrigued to know that. Oh, good Lord, a whole video of that catching the fish. And guess what? Still going to post it. You know why? This is the reality of fishing in central Indiana. I say it in every video. This is exactly what it's like. So you Georgia boys, you Florida boys, you Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, all you southern boys who go down there and catch 15 fish each time, every time you go out, and because you only got an 8-pounder and didn't get a 10-pounder, you're mad. Come up here and fish with me. I promise you, I'm not saying I'm a better fisherman by any means. I promise you, I'm not that great of a fisherman. I'm learning. I'm still very early on in my fishing life. I really didn't get into fishing heavy until about 2 years ago. So, what I'm saying though is it's much harder to catch up here than it is down in the south where there's a longer spawn period. And there's, it's warmer waters, so fish respond better, they have a better grow period. So they're bigger, they're more plentiful, they're more aggressive typically. And, they have to be more competitive because there's more fish. There's more big fish, they have to be more competitive, so they're going to bite more things. And so I'm not saying it's easier fishing down there by any means, mostly because I've never actually fished down there before. I fished in Indiana, I fished in Missouri, that's really it. So but until I get to fish down there and compare it myself, I'm not going to make any claims. But come fish up here. It'd be fun to talk. And not in like a aggressive or a competitive way. It'd just be fun to talk fishing with someone who's from a different area and fishes a different style. You got peacock bass who are considerably more aggressive, it seems like. And I'm guessing my real northern guys, like Michigan, Wisconsin, and Minnesota guys, and all my northeast guys can attest to this, how hard it is to catch smallmouth in the winter because they're just so finicky. And sometimes, you have to be so finessey with like juvie craws and, little Ned rigs and, stuff like that. You can't even throw a chatterbait or, you're throwing exceptionally tiny lures out here and just hoping to get a bite. I'm looking at someone who has their TV on the floor. Man, that was a bite. But I missed it. I was looking over there and someone has their TV on the floor. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like I wouldn't want my TV on the floor. Asking for it to get kicked or something. I don't know. I feel uncomfortable on your neck, just be looking straight down all the time instead of straight forward. Down your posture. So over into this corner a little bit still. See if there's sitting up in here. Grass. So whenever a chatterbait starts to surface early, I know that it's got grass all over it. Man, look at that cast. I didn't go horribly far, but it went out there quite a ways. Yep, we're going to work down to that corner, I think, again in a second. What's on me? All sorts of grass. There we go, we're back. Throw out there a bit. See if we've got something way deep out there. I'll look at something real quick. What's my fall rate right now? It's got a good fall rate. So that's the way you should check if you need to adjust your spool tension or your braking, is you look at your fall rate, where you release the spool and just let it fall straight down. And if it's moving more than like I don't know, I would say for me 2 foot a second. I mean, if it's really scooching its way down, and you'd probably want to tighten it up a bit. If you're new, you want to think going slow. You don't want to throw it far. You're just working on learning not to backlash. And trust me, I'm still new. I backlash all of the time. So I'm sure if you watch my videos, you will see. I don't even know what time it is now. It is 7 o'clock on the dot. Means we're going to move our stuff down a little bit. We are past sundown, but that's okay. We're fishing till dark, actually. I may have lied in the intro video. I said fishing till sunset. Well, the sun has set. As you guys can very clearly see in the world. We don't have the sun out, but we still have daylight from the sun, which means that we're going to keep fishing until we can. Also, every time I walk over here, I'm on the lookout. I dropped a pair of pliers here last very late December. They're black and very skinny, so they're impossible to find. I've searched forever for these things. Let's keep going, actually. And cannot find them, so every time I walk through, I just take a little peek. Hope maybe I'll spot them one day. I know they're gone, though, forever, I'm sure. I'll probably never see those things again. And that's okay. It's part of fishing. You're going to lose some stuff. Here's some geese again. Oh, great. Oh, why are you landing right by me? Bro, why did he land right by me, bro? Why am I surrounded? Hey, get out. Go. Bad goose. See, I don't want him to fly into my line, though. I've had that happen before. I've caught a goose by accident. That was horrible. I was on a brand new crankbait. I just bought a brand new square bill. Cast it out. The goose came down, flew right into the line. I heard the drag just start screaming. So I flipped the bail. I saw it on that lose, funny enough, on that spinning combo. So I opened my bail, let it run, and I tried to slow it down. I reset my bail. I loosened my drag up all the way, reclosed my bail to try and slow it down. It fell down. Obviously, it was trying to fly away. It wasn't getting very far. The treble hook's hooked into it. Almost got it out, funny enough. I was really close. I was within about 1.5 or 2 foot of the goose, and I was sitting there on 10-pound mono. Almost 10 pounds still on there, funny enough. And right the last second, I was reaching down with my pliers to grab it, and he kind of flipped at me, kicked real hard, popped my line, flew off with my lure still in his foot. So never got that lure back. It's like the 4th cast on that lure. I literally bought it that day, came home, took it out of the box, wanted to throw a square bill, went down to Dick's and bought it, and came home and lost $3. So I was like, really? So that was horrible. A little peeved about that. So I'm extra careful when casting around waterfowl. And you always should be, but I was a little lackadaisical there, and it cost me, and it cost that goose, and I felt bad. Yeah, I wanted the crankbait back, but I really want to get that lure out of its foot so it wasn't in pain, because I'm sure that didn't feel very good. So I felt pretty bad about that one. I don't like hurting animals. I don't hunt. I'm not a hunter. And there's a reason. I don't want to kill anything. That's why I don't catch it. That's why I don't eat the fish I catch. That's why I catch and release. And you're not a bad person if you eat your fish. That's a good thing as long as they're legal. So, and that's a whole different topic. And that's one that's often very polarizing of, oh, it's bad or oh, it's fine. I'm on the it's fine as long as you're doing it the right way. If you're doing it the wrong way, then you're a bad person, in my opinion. If you're grabbing, the ones that aren't within the legal limit of the state, well, sorry, but that's illegal. That's wrong. There's a reason that they have those limits, and that's to protect the fish and the fish population and keep people from just absolutely annihilating the population of fish. Because protect your resources. I'm almost interested in throwing my front end spinner in a bit. That's the only one I've ever had luck on at night, is a front end spinner. So I haven't done really much night fishing in my life, just a little bit. Want to get more into that. It'd be fun, I think. But yeah, it's hard to make videos when I'm fishing at night because obviously you guys can't see can't see anything. So it's just black. It's a black screen of me talking, which you might as well, at that point, if you're interested in that, then you ought to be interested in my podcast. That's a nice segue for a shameless plug for my podcast. 2 Guys 1 Week is a sports podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. me and my buddy Alf started, and we really enjoy doing it. We are getting ready to record episode 3 this weekend, or at least the weekend that I'm recording this video, because I don't really know when this is going to come out. I film stuff and hold on to it a bit and see when it's a little more applicable to come out. See if anything cool comes out that relates to my content. So, yeah. But yeah, we filmed and released 2 episodes already. Or I guess not filmed, we recorded and released 2 episodes already. So be sure to check those out. Again, 2 guys, 1 week. Episode 1 is called Who Are We? Episode 2 is called Baseball Returns. You will see our faces on the front of the episode of the podcast art, or of the art for the entire podcast, the profile picture. So that's how you know it is us. Alrighty. Oh, you know, I can't wait for right now. I can't wait for dinner. I love dinner. Dinner is such a good time of the day. Boy, I sound fat saying that. I'm absolutely cahooting this thing out there, that's for sure. Yep. It's funny enough, I was doing some... Sorry, I was watching a trail behind my... I forgot what that was. I was doing some shopping today, not that I have the money for it, but into a boat, just because Tyler wants a boat. And I figured out what I would like to do if I get a boat. So a lot of the new boats have all the in-boat storage for all of your tackle boxes. And those get very expensive and very difficult to navigate sometimes. And I think, personally, maybe I'm incorrect in this, I would love to fish a boat, get on a boat and fish and see what I think of it. But I've got 2 of these big boxes now. I've got one of these and then the other one that I got off Facebook that we've talked about. And I think those, get a bass boat, have some in-boat storage for stuff that stays on the boat. But for other stuff, just keep it in those boxes and have a few of those boxes. I mean, here's the thing. You can buy a boat for $10,000 more to have all that storage inside, or you can buy, $300 or $400 worth of those big boxes. I mean, those are $100 a piece. So buy 3 or 4 of them, buy a couple extra containers, so maybe spend $500 to have all the trays and stuff you want. But then you've got $9,500 extra bucks that you can buy. Oh, that's a fish. That thing barely hit me. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. When did that? Dude, that thing barely hit me. I didn't even know. Holy moly, there's a fish. Alrighty, now we're cooking. I was just fishing. I was like, man, it got heavy out of nowhere. And so I kind of pulled on it. Hey, relax, man. Where's this hook at? I can't see the hook. I don't see my hook yet. It's way back. Where is this hook? Wish I could see down in there. There it is. Okay. This dude needs to chill out. I know you got a hook in you, dude. Working on getting it out. There he is. Look at that fish. There we go. That's a nice bass. Let's get him on the scale real quick. Let's pop the box open. Come on now. It's such a new box. My first time fishing. Everything's so tight on it still. Which, I mean, is good. It means it's not loose everywhere. It's a decent little fish. Alright, 2 1/4. Just under 2 1/4. 2.2. Nice fish. Look at that guy. Choked on that. Thanks, man. And always release your fish nicely. Back in. Let them swim off. Dude, I didn't even know I had a fish on. I just kept talking. I had that fish on the whole time. That's so funny. Alright. That was a nice fish. Well, it gives me hope. Hey, we're not going fishless on the episode today, guys. Sorry I had to wait for almost an hour's worth of video, but at least there's a fish on it. So, anywho, what we were talking about was something with boats. Oh, you'd have $9,500 extra bucks spent on everything else, on tackle, and, if you like a fish finder, and, new rod and reel, and, stuff like that. It was crazy. I was looking today, and I was looking at the Bass Tracker Classic XL, and then they had an XL like throwback model, which is like $100 more for a different paint scheme, which is actually really cool. It looked like a very 70s Bass Tracker, which was cool. These things, it was like I think they're a 16-foot boat. Comes with the trailer that matches, 4 seats, small fish finder on it, trolling motor, and your actual motor. So you're pretty much here set up, ready to go. You get the boat, and you can go fish for about $18,000. Which, I mean, obviously for a true bass boat, carpet, a little bit of storage inside, not the worst price in the world. But then I was like, just for fun, who makes a really, really high-end boat? And I was like, Skeeter is supposed to make a nice boat. So I go over to Skeeter, look, start getting into their fiberglass boats. Those geese are talking over me. So I get into their fiberglass bass boats. I look like their Pro whatever XL 720. They have all sorts of numbers and letters on them, but they're a really high-end boat, and pretty much just spec that thing out, load it out, and it was like $140,000. I'm like, okay, if you're spending $140,000 on a boat, you are one of two people. One, you're a pro fisherman that fishes on a tournament series where you make a ton of money and your sole living is bass fishing. Number two, you think you are a good fisherman, or you might be a very good fisherman, but you think that having the biggest, nicest, oh gosh, about hit, those geese came out of nowhere, about stole my chatterbait. But you think having the biggest, nicest, fastest boat that has 80 mile an hour on the lake, or on the river, and has all the bells and whistles, it's gonna make you a better fisherman, make everyone look at you and think you're cool. In reality, people probably just think, man, why did this dude spend $140,000 on a boat? I spent 20 on mine. Maybe you buy the Bass Tracker and you throw a nice, Lowrance system in it, or a nice Garmin system, or whatever, Humminbird. Throw a nice, all around, you get your sonar in there, everything you want to do with it. And, you spend 30 on it, and you're still might not fish that guy. That guy's bought 5 of your boat, almost 4 of your boat, 4.5-ish, a little over 4 of your boat if you're doing the math at 140. And he may not outfish you that day. So I understand the fiberglass boats are cool, but man, I can't imagine the depreciation on that. I'm sure you buy that $140,000 boat and you drive it home, you put it in the water, and it's worth $80,000 all of a sudden. Then a year later, it's worth $50,000 because the technology is a little outdated. And because fiberglass, you can't do a ton of work on it if something, if you get a big scrape or big crack or something, as you can in an aluminum boat where you can kind of weld it and throw plates on it and figure stuff out to fix it up. So, I don't know. But yeah, boats are expensive is the moral of the story. I didn't even know that fish was on. That's insane to me. I didn't have a clue that fish was on. I'll tell you what though, guys. I'm looking at the screen right now. The low light performance on this camera. So I've got the DJI Osmo Action 4. I don't like GoPro. Not a fan of GoPro, so I wanted to go DJI because that's what my drone is. And honestly, I can almost see more coming off the screen than I can out with my own eyes into the water. That low light performance is excellent. It balances really well, and I'm really actually appreciating that right now. It's nice. So I think we're going to cast a few more times. It's getting awful dark. Go inside and get ready to make dinner and hang out with the dog. The old Yote in there, as I'm sure you guys have seen on the channel a couple times. She looks like a little coyote, so I call her my little Yote. So, but yeah. Yep, let's do about 2 more casts after this one and call it an evening, I think. I'm just so glad we got a fish, honestly. That's so nice. I didn't think we would get one tonight. I figured that someone down. We were SOL. We were out of luck for the night. And lo and behold, a bass comes up, and kind of took it and just swam with it. And it wasn't until I kind of felt like, oh, I want some grass. I set it, and it really hooked. And he started swimming. I was like, oh my gosh. I started to reel. I could feel it in the reeling. I was like, oh, there's a fish on there. And for a teeth-kind fish, he was not very aggressive. So last cast, we're gonna chuck one. There we go. Well, guys, I can confidently say this one thing. This might be the first video in my series, or in any series on this channel, that I've done a bait caster that I haven't backlashed. I've been fishing for like an hour. So I am extremely proud of myself tonight. So, yeah. Well, all right, guys, I'm going to get stuff cleaned up, and then I will see you guys inside to sign off. All right, you guys, we're back inside. Get everything put away. Tackle box put up there. Rods are all put up. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. Going out fishing until it was too dark to fish was awesome. I kind of like these just how many fish can I catch in X amount of time challenges. I think these are kind of fun. This one's a little more low key, just kind of hanging out and talking with you guys about fishing and about life and about boats and literally anything we could think of. So this was a good time. As always, I really do appreciate you guys' support. Trying to grow this channel. Would love to eventually become monetized and do a ton more cool stuff for you guys. Here, we'll say hi to Dog real quick. See, there's a little coyote down here. Little coyote saying hi, aren't you, Cappy? See, yep, so there's Dog. So, that's our coyote here. See you. But, yeah, you guys' support's amazing. You guys are awesome. Like I said, I'm looking to push towards monetization at some point, make some money off this thing, be able to take that, reinvest it back in, and grow this channel a ton. Really do some awesome stuff for you guys, not just in fishing, but in golf and my drone stuff and in anything else that comes up. So, yeah, easiest way to support my channel, help me get there. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment on this video, ring the notification bell so you get all the updates on my newest videos. Let me know what you guys think of the channel. Share it with your friends, share it with everyone, let everyone know to come check it out, and I will see you guys next time.